Hi friends, welcome to today's video, and the topic today will be the call out from the helper tent for IGP bark and hold. So a lot of times we have the problem that we send our dog to the tent where the helper stands in and he's doing a nice, deep and consistent bark and hold. But in IGP1, we can decide if we take the dog out of the tent or if we call the dog out of the blind. But in preparation for IGP2 and 3 later, it just makes sense to train from the beginning the call out from the tent. So we have the problem a lot of times that the dog does not come when we call him out of the blind, because the hope for the bite or the hope for the helper is much higher than being obedient to the call out. So in preparation for that, I start off when the dogs are young, and I try to teach them without a helper and without conflict to do a perfect call out of the tent. It's basically not really a call out of the tent, but I try to teach them the command "Hier Fuß" in a lower drive. For this, I use a ball or a bite tuck, or you can also use a bowl of food. And how I build it up, I will show you now. So for this purpose, I have my German Shepherd with me. I did it a few times with him, the bark and hold and the call out of the blind, but I will show you the process how I build it up. With him, I use like a bite tuck made out of leather because he likes it, and I use also food, my clicker, a leash and a ball. So what I do now is I let my dog see that there's a point of interest. That's my helper. I'm gonna let him sit down. Tell him, helper. Sit, helper. Pack. Now let him see, there's a point of interest, and I create a point of interest in front of me, so that I can use that as a helper, and I can call him when he's sitting in front of the helper. I can call him out. So again, I create a point of interest. Helper. Pack. So this will only work if the dog is interested in what's in front of him. So you gotta be careful that you use something for your dog that your dog likes, maybe a ball or even food. So now I'm gonna let my dog sit down, sits. I'm gonna go a little bit away. Wait till the dog looks to a helper. Puck. And I send him again to the helper, because I had in my mind I want to call him out, but his hope for getting my helper in front was not high enough, so I just rewarded going to the helper. Okay. Sitz. Jawohl, das ist gut. Sitz. Hier Fuß. So now dog was looking to the target, to my helper, and then I called him "Hier Fuß," like the command later for the tent. He came back and I rewarded that. But you gotta be careful that you have a good balance between sending to the target and calling him out, because otherwise the dog's expecting that you call him out. So I do it one more time. Sit. So now you see the dog's more interested in me than the helper. So maybe I just try something else. I try something more value for the dog. That's a ball. Sit. So just let him sit down right in front of the ball. And I release him to the ball. So I do it one more time. Sit. Sits. Sits. Super, Junge. So the dog's looking to my helper. Hier Fuß. Pack. So what I did now is I did release him when he came back again to the ball. So I always mix it up, switch it up, so the dog does not know what's coming next. Gib. So you see, all this happens in a lower drive, and in a lower drive the dogs are able to learn something. And in this case it's just learning the command. Hier Fuß means turn around and come back right next to me. See, the dog is focused on the ball. Hier Fuß. And I reward him here with food. All right, I'm gonna just show you the next step, how I would do it, because like you might know, I teach the bark and hold in the tent with a ball machine. I will link you the video in the info box, and we just see you in a minute on the helper tent. So here we are in the next step. I have my ball machine and my remote for the ball machine in my hand. The dog knows this picture, the dog knows the bark and hold in the tent. And I will just send him to the tent and sometimes reward him at the tent with the ball machine, and sometimes I will call him out and reward comes from me. So why do I have a leash on if I don't use it? This is just for safety reasons. So if the dog is not obedient to my command, I can help him a little bit with leash guidance. Fuß. Helfer. Voran. So the first time I rewarded the dog with the ball machine on the tent, so he knows, there's a point of interest. And yeah, the next time I will call him out and we see how this goes. Fuß. Fuß. Helfer. Hier, voran. Hier Fuß. So you saw I helped the dog a little bit with my leash, so the dog knows, I can't be disobedient. I have to listen to my handler. So do it one more time. Fuß. Jawohl. Helfer. Voran. Hier Fuß. So you saw now the dog was disobedient. I helped him with a leash. And yeah, we can't leave it like this. We just have to do it one more time. Fuß. Helfer. Voran. Hier Fuß. So this was good. I think it was good for today. And as you see, also I switch my rewards. Sometimes I give just food, normal food. Sometimes I just give him his ball, which he loves. And sometimes I reward on the helper tent. But you gotta be careful and watch your dog, how your dog reacts. So my dog has a lot of drive to the helper, in this case the ball machine. So I cannot reward too much on the helper tent, because otherwise you see the dog's not listening to my command, he's not coming back. So with this dog, in my case, I gotta reward more often with me and not with the ball machine. This is a way you could fix and how you could build up the call out for the helper tent in IGP. And if you have any questions, just write it down in the comments. Leave me a like, share my video, and subscribe to my channel to not miss the upcoming videos. And I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.